All right, guys, so for today, during RTI time, you need to set your timer for 15 minutes because you need to leave a little bit of time for yourself to complete your formative for the day. So your formative is going to be this. It is going to be in the green packet folder up front. And your question is going to be to choose 4 two-dimensional figures that are rectangles. Sounds pretty easy, right? But remember, rectangles can be disguised as other things, like rectangle is not always what you thought it was, maybe in kindergarten or first grade. So be paying attention to your information on rectangles and the properties of them. And properties meaning what describes them. So let's go ahead and look at this unit test so you can see some of the style questions that you will be asked. So which 3 of the following shapes are rectangles? Oh, this sounds very similar to your formative for the day. So let's think about what classifies a rectangle as a rectangle. Well, initially, I think that a rectangle has 4 straight sides. Okay. I also think a rectangle has 4 right angles. And it has 2 pairs of parallel sides. There's one side of parallel sides, other side of parallel sides. So it's also could be a parallelogram. Generally, this is my picture of what a rectangle is. However, I also know that a rectangle, okay, that is not straight, but we can pretend, right? You still have your imagination. You haven't lost it yet. You're only in 5th grade. So could this also be a rectangle? Does it have 4 straight sides? Does it have 4 right angles? Does it have 2 pairs of parallel sides? Then that is also a rectangle, even though it's kind of what we've come to know growing up as a square. That's different from a rectangle, and it is in the sense, but a square could also be classified as a rectangle because it fits the same criteria. So, in looking at this, which 3 of the following shapes are rectangles? Well, based on what we just decided, that as long as it has 4 straight sides and 4 right angles, it could also be a rectangle. So choice A could be a rectangle. B, C does not qualify, would not fit the criteria for a couple reasons. It doesn't have 2 pairs of parallel sides. It only has 1, and then it doesn't have 4 right angles. And then this last one, this is kind of the more traditional form of a rectangle that we're very used to seeing and very used to identifying very quickly. And we are correct. Okay, so now this is going to be getting into our classification of triangles. So I'm going to go through this as quickly as I can. So in classifying a triangle, you can classify it based on its angle and its length. Based on its angle, you could decide that it's an acute triangle, obtuse, or right angle. So if it has an angle in it that is larger than 90 degrees, it would be obtuse. If it has an angle in it that's smaller than 90 degrees, it is acute. And if it has one that is exactly 90 degrees, that perfect L, that perfect ability to make a little square in the corner, that is a right triangle. Now, the other way a triangle can be classified is based on its side lengths. So the 3 classifications are equilateral, isosceles, and scalene. So scalene is exactly what this triangle is describing up here, that its one side length is 3, another side length is 4, and another side length is 5. So if that's a classification for that triangle and they all have different side lengths, that's what scalene means, that there's no sides that are the same length. Isosceles means 2 or more sides are the same length, and equilateral means exactly what equal means. Each side length has the same exact length. Okay, so equal means same, iso means 2, scalene means none. No sides are the same length. So pause the video really quick, find somebody near you, go through what equilateral means, isosceles, scalene. I'm going to be watching to see if you went through and told somebody about that. So equilateral means the same lengths. Isosceles means 2 or more sides would be the same length. And scalene means that no sides are the same length. All right, so hopefully you went through and were able to successfully explain to a friend the differences between and how you would classify the lengths of a triangle. And go ahead and work through these. If you feel confident, go ahead, go straight to the unit test. See if you can master up and add your name to our Khan Coach board. If not, go ahead and go through each one of these individually. And again, you only have 15 minutes. So as soon as that 15 minutes is up, we want you to stop what you're doing, do your exit slip, and then go work on your Khan Academy mission. Okay, good luck, guys. And